Hello, my name is Oren with CompuMatter, and today I'm going to talk to you about an increasingly common scam tactic that I'm seeing a lot more frequently with customers coming in with notifications popping up on the side of their screen saying you're infected, you have a virus. I want to tell you first of all that this stems from potentially a majority of different places, but this is the most common one I'm seeing lately. It's called the prove you're not a robot scam tactic. There's a lot of them out there where you go on a normal website and you see there's like a prove you're not a robot box that you check that and then you choose bicycles and such. That's not actually what I'm talking about here, and I'll show you the difference. But they use that secure method that people use every day as a way to trick you and get you to press a button to allow notifications into the system, which can cause some problems later on for you and give you a bunch of annoyances that you might accidentally click at one point or another and then end up with a full screen pop-up saying your computer's infected. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what this looks like and how to avoid it. So this is for demonstration purposes only. I would highly recommend not visiting this, and if you do see this sort of pop-up come up, just close down the browser tab, make sure you don't click allow. I'd recommend just ignoring the pop-up from there, and then make sure all the windows that you see that in is closed down. And then from there, if you did click allow on a notification from one of these websites, you can go into your notifications by going into your Windows settings, and there should be a notifications and actions button that you can press on. Scroll through the list, see if you can find it in there. If not, it will be in your browser notification settings. If you have any questions, so of course, leave a comment down below and we'd be happy to help you. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go to one of the websites here that I was noticing this pop up. All right. So every time I load this particular page, it gives me a different place, but it does the same sort of tactic. You might be trying to download software, but it might not be from a actual reliable source. You could be on a recipe website trying to print something off. I can see this come from all sorts of different places, maybe Facebook or email. Just be careful what you click, and I'd recommend looking at the top bar here. This is your URL bar, and seeing, you know, this doesn't look like something that's legitimate. get.thesafersearch.com. You can also fact check this by opening a new tab with your plus bar on whichever browser you're using. Look up this URL and see if it's legitimate. Without further ado, I'm going to continue on with this example here. So in this case, I would not allow an add-on to anything you don't know. Let's see. Yes. Alright, this is what I was seeing before. So it says click allow to confirm that you are not a robot. This right here looks very similar to some buttons that you may have seen in the past, although it's a little bit off. This isn't the kind of page you'd usually go to right off the bat. Typically you go on a website that is legitimate, you can verify it with the URL, you type in your username and password, and then maybe it will submit an I'm not a robot thing if you entered the password incorrectly, or maybe when you're trying to verify a purchase, things like that. So this popping up out of the blue is already really weird, but I'm going to pretend like I'm going through with it, so I click that box. And then you'll notice up here at the top left, it comes up with this pop-up and it says here, click allow to confirm that you are not a robot. Now that is the trick here. They want you to read this text and ignore what this text says. But if you read the fine print, it's asking me, it wants permission to show notifications. If I click allow, I'm giving this website permission to send me notifications. And since this is a malicious website, as soon as you do this, you'll start getting those pop-ups saying your computer is infected, click here to resolve that issue, and so on. And all of those are just scams trying to get you to have a big pop-up that blocks your screen even further, and then from there they try to get you to call their phone number, get you connected with a scammer, and then remote access scams are the next step, unfortunately. So I just recommend being very careful on what you click on and read the pop-ups very carefully, because this is a very common scam that I've seen. If you have any questions, again, we're always here for you. Feel free to give us a call at 360-299-2428, and take care. Bye-bye.